Hello and welcome to another edition of this week's news. So it's Dan Webster. I'm back in the studio here at St Anne's Old Links. It is still stormy and miserable outside, so we are getting plenty of use of the indoor facilities. The guys at Lytham Golf Academy as well are very busy at the moment. Courses are closing. It is miserable out there. Hopefully we'll get a few dry days, but if we're not, don't forget we do have fantastic facilities here to help you improve your game, both here at St Anne's Old Links and at Lytham Golf Academy. I'm going to give you a little tip today. I'm going to come to that in a minute, just to talk a little bit about swing length and to make you understand that really long is not that efficient, and a lot of golfers try and create this massive big shoulder turn. Sometimes you can see the club in the corner of your eye. We're going to give you a nice little tip to help shorten the swing and maybe find you a little bit more power in the process. Before we do that, a few other things to talk about. First of all, congratulations on the weekend here at St Anne's Old Links to Mike Jenkinson. Our Saturday competition did go ahead. We had a bottle competition and Mike with a 38 points, fantastic score because it was pretty challenging. 96 golfers did actually go out and play out of a normal field of 150, so it just tells you the weather did affect us. So again, congratulations Mike, and the bottles will be presented just before Christmas. Okay, so moving on, congratulations to Sergio Garcia. Sergio's had a great year, married, he's got his wife is now pregnant as well, he's got a baby on the way. He won his home tournament. He's in the middle of a equipment change. He's going to be trying a few different brands out. I'm pretty positive he's going to go over to Callaway, but he is parting company from TaylorMade. We will see more in the next few weeks, I am sure. Okay, I did mention a little bit about a tip, but I've also got another very, very easy way for you to find a few more yards, or certainly to gain some more control. And it's nice and simple. It's actually investing in your golf ball. So what I've got here, this is the new Titleist DT TrueSoft. We had a ball fitter here, and you can see his video in a second. We had a ball fitter here in the studio on Saturday, helping members look at different kind of balls to suit their game. It was the Titleist fitter, it's David Guthrie. David very, very well explained to members how some people are using the right ball, which is great, and some could gain benefit from changing the ball. For me, I learned a bit about the misconceptions with the Titleist Pro V and Pro V1 X. The X this year actually does create a little bit more spin, contrary to popular belief. So if you're using the Pro V1 thinking it's the highest spinning ball, come in and spend some time with us and we'll find you maybe the exact ball to suit your swing. Okay, so I mentioned I've got David with me from Titleist today. Morning, David.
Morning.
So we're doing some ball fitting for members, and there's a quick gap in the schedule. Yep. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to have a quick ball fit myself. David, just would you mind explaining to me why you think it's quite important to make sure golfers are ball fit?
For us, I mean, in terms of golf ball fitting, it's critical for all golfers to really come and see us and go through a golf ball fit. The golf ball is the one piece of equipment we will all use on every single shot. So
yeah.
By playing one model all the time, you can certainly make yourself more consistent, and by coming to see us and really going through the fitting process, we can give you a better understanding of what the golf ball is doing for you, and we can maybe make a recommendation on a golf ball we feel is going to allow you to play your best golf. So in terms of everyone, it's a great process to have.
Brilliant, yeah, great. And so far you've done a few ball fits this morning with members. Any successes? What have you found?
I mean, absolutely. What we typically find is that players, even Titleist players, they don't really know the difference between Pro V1 and Pro V1X. They'll tend to play them, but they don't know why, and they might play either Pro V1 or Pro V1X depending on
definitely
which golf ball looks cleanest when they pull it out of the bag. So certainly for me, what we like to do is go through the process, as I say, give players a better understanding on what the golf balls are designed to do. By using GC2 or TrackMan, we can give some figures there to help back that up. And really try and optimise ball flight for players. Perfect,
great. I mean, one thing I see members, customers spending hundreds and thousands of pounds on new drivers, new irons, new wedges, but yet, for a small price, £10, £12 for a sleeve of balls, they can make quite a difference to their ball flight.
Absolutely. And the analogy I like to use is, players like that who have, as you say, spend thousands on their golf clubs. It's like buying a Ferrari and putting budget tyres on it. It really is.
Yeah.
You can't get the best performance out of those clubs if you're not using the best performing golf ball.
Definitely.
If you came to me for a driver fit and I said, this is the best one, but this one is £100 cheaper, but you won't hit it as far and you won't be as consistent with it, would you buy that driver? No. So it's the same with golf ball. It can make that much of a difference in terms of certainly short game and the ability you have to stop the golf ball in the green.
Yeah, definitely. Well, first of all, I better change the tyres on my Ferrari. You've reminded me about that one.
You're the only one of us with a Ferrari.
And can we have a little quick go?
Absolutely.
All right. So what would you like me to hit first?
The first shot we tend to hit is a wedge. We look at sort of a 50-yard pitch.
Okay, 50-yard pitch.
Yeah.
Do you want to so 50-yard pitch? What do I hit 50 yards? I've got a Vokey 56-degree M grinder wedge.
Another thing we always do is really just a bit of a player assessment. So what golf ball do you currently play, Dan?
A mess around between the Pro V1 and the TP5 TaylorMade.
Okay. So, you know, even you as an educated PGA professional, change your golf ball every now and again.
Yeah.
Certainly what we can try and do is tell you why you should be playing our golf ball, why our brand differs from others and where it does, and then try and give you a bit of information on it.
Great,
so,
excellent.
One thing that really we feel sets us apart from all other brands is we're the only company that makes every part of the golf ball from start to finish.
Right.
So in terms of consistent product, we're the one that can really guarantee you that all the time, from ball to ball.
Good to know. Okay. Right, okay. Let's try not to shank one. $50 yards. Oh, look at that.
Not bad at all.
Okay.
Not bad at all. So really what we're looking at here is the spin rate that you can generate on these shots. Now, sort of 75 yards and in, the only part of the golf ball you use to generate spin is the cover.
Yeah.
So because we make the cover ourselves, we know it performs the best and we know it's the most consistent. So you should see these numbers, that's 6,900 that you hit there.
Yeah.
Relative to strike, you should see that very consistently here.
Oh, he's dropped it short. Last one. That's got to be good. Spin. Oh. Okay, so that felt quite nice. So we have a quick look at those numbers, and can you give me a bit of advice about what we see?
Yeah. So, I mean, you can see between the ones that you struck nicely and the ones that you've really sort of hit the distance, we're looking for spin rate within 100 RPM.
Yeah.
So very consistent again and very high spinning there. So you're going to see that golf ball stop very quickly on the course.
Right, brilliant.
Any other sort of golf ball that we have that doesn't have the urethane that we make on this golf ball won't give you that consistent spin all the time.
So what ball, I mean, just looking at those numbers, am I a Pro V? Does that seem to, just from what we've seen there, is that a good ball for me?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. In terms of the spin rate between Pro V1 and Pro V1X on these shots, they will be virtually identical because the first two layers on these golf balls are the same.
Yeah.
Alright, so we won't see too much of a difference in terms of spin rate here. The higher the spin rate, the better, and certainly from those numbers, that's the sort of numbers we see the tour guys being able to produce on these shots. So you should have no problem
tour player
stopping that golf ball.
Well, that's great. Nice little glimpse into ball fitting there. We're going to take this a bit further and go into a bit more detail now. We're going to leave you to it. I'll come back, I'll feedback how we got on. But certainly from what I understand and what we've seen from members this morning, they're gaining a good bit of information, good bit of knowledge, and learning about a key area of the game.
Absolutely.
Vital having you here. Thank you very much, David.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
Okay, so a cracking example there of why it's important to get ball fit. I'm using this DT Chusoft for this test. Now, one thing I found, this is a £20 a dozen ball. It is soft and it performs well. And a winter ball, if you're thinking about not spending as much on your winter golf balls, this is a cracker. Brand new ball out from Titleist. So during this this little tip I'm going to give you, a couple of things I find certainly when I'm playing, swing gets a little bit loose and a little bit long. And when I hit a ball with my full swing, I'm going to hit one this time, full swing, club's going to go a little bit long. Okay, just feels a bit out of control at impact. You can just see that ball's carrying over the ridge onto the green, and that's carried 170 yards exactly. By the way, this is that new TaylorMade P790 It goes a long way every time I hit it. It was a bit of a draw, but even so, the ball went quite nicely. I'm now going to hit a shot with a shorter backswing. And the tip really here, so my swing felt like it went a bit far there. As soon as my left shoulder reaches my chin, I'm going to make sure my left arm stays nice and straight, reaches my chin, and I'm going to unwind the downswing. No further than my chin. So left shoulder to my chin and then pull back down. It feels like the swing is going about halfway. It's actually not. If you look on the screen, it's probably about 3/4 length swing. Or my left arm is about 10 o'clock. Let's see how that works. So 3/4 length, left arm to 10 o'clock. Okay, so it definitely felt more control. Have I lost any distance? Well, you can see it's closer to the pin. No, didn't lose any distance. 167 carry that time. So with a shorter swing, I've actually generated just as much power, but far more efficiency, and it felt like it was more controlled. Let's do one more. Again, I'm going to wait, let that left shoulder get to the chin, keeping that backswing neater and tidier. Wow, that felt good. That felt very good. Again, far more accuracy. This is going close to the pin. Oh, that's carried a little bit further that time. So a shorter swing might be something that you could do some work on this winter, especially when you're wearing more layers. Just make it shorter and efficient. If anything, left shoulder to your chin, unwind back into the ball. It's really important to get the strike right. So we've got this weekend is Halloween weekend. Halloween is next Tuesday. We are doing a few different Halloween offers down at Lynn Golf Academy, and you will notice Becca and the team have been dressing the range, the outfield, with some rather spooky targets. So if you have got a chance to pop down, with it being half term next week, take the kids down and let them have a whack, see if they can hit a pumpkin and win a few prizes. Once again, back here at St Anne's Old Links. I know Christine is doing her junior Halloween party this Friday night. If you've got children that are members, bring them along. Christine will tell you a little bit more about that in her newsletter below. Thanks again for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the quick tip we've given you today. We've got a busy morning here. It's Monday morning at St Anne's Old Links. We've got a busy morning here. Lots of visitors out on the golf course. Despite the conditions, the course is holding up beautifully. So if you are looking for somewhere to play and you do play at inland courses, then maybe give us a call. Well, once again, thanks for watching. Please click like and subscribe, and we will see you all very soon.